Welcome to another edition of the Wichita Dinner Table. Tonight is Wednesday, November 20th. We have the whole fan back. We got the Kansas Gastronomist.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey. We have Troy Trussell, Live Local.
What's up, Wichita?
What's going on? We have Annette Lawless.
Hi.
And the sounds of Wichita, we got DJ Carbon.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
With the cooler weather here, we are into beanie season. So tonight it is Giorgio's Barbecue. They are over at 2251 East 21st Street. Owner Steve Moore, fantastic guy. They do excellent barbecue on Sundays. They do soul food Sundays. So you can get things like oxtails, short ribs, all sorts of good stuff. Factoid, a Trussell truth, mind you.
Oh.
His dad owned a restaurant that was also called Giorgio's back in the day. This is like in the 80s and 90s. And for those that don't know, he was good friends with Barry Sanders. So his Heisman Trophy was on display at his father's restaurant back in the day.
Oh,
Wow.
very cool.
Interesting.
That's
Very
nice.
neat.
Up next, we want to welcome Natasha Gandhi-Rue. She is the owner of The Kitchen. Welcome, Natasha.
Thank you.
Yay.
So, yeah, for those who've never been to The Kitchen, their flagship location is at 725 East Douglas and opened back in 2010.
Yeah.
And then earlier this year, they opened up their second store over at 3622 North Oliver. Do I have that all right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome, Natasha. We have you on.
Up in 2010. That would make me really old. We opened up in 2016.
2016? I don't know what I
Okay.
got 2010 at.
No.
I can't read. I typed this. I typed this out. I got 2 in the morning. So I was dead to the world.
Shoot.
Natasha. So the holidays, it's a big time of year. A lot of holiday shopping. You have Small Business Saturday, Black Friday, all the things. So we want to have you on here just to talk about the importance of small businesses, how diners, shoppers, anyone can help during this time of year.
So I think, Black Friday, everyone's dedicated to going to wherever the big deals are and stuff like that. But Shop Small Saturday is an awesome opportunity to dine local, shop local, all the little stores. That's a really big day for all of us. We actually did our ribbon cutting for our downtown location on Shop Small Saturday, the first year we opened up, very intentionally, because I think we did like a pre-opening a week before, and then we're like, oh no, we have to do our ribbon cutting on Shop Small Saturday, because that's a day that the entire nation kind of focuses on spending their dollars at local, tinier locations. And it's a really fun, busy day. Downtown is amazing on Shop Small Saturday. You can start at Douglas on either side in Delano or by Hillside, and then just kind of make the trek down. And there's so much to do, and there's so many great deals, as well as just fun energy. We did it last year, my husband and I, after we spent time at the restaurant. We shopped small from all the way down. We were tired by the time we got to Delano, and we stopped at the Monarch and had a cocktail, and then continued shopping through. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
That last year, if I recall, was it really snowy? Was that the year it was really snowy and icy?
It wasn't snowing. It was very, very cold, though. Because all my pictures, I'm completely wrapped up in a little snowman.
Because you kind of helped out. Was it a small business redo?
Yeah, and
That's
I remember
right.
that.
Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
tag community over competition, just personally, because I feel like I think we need that energy. And so I went and I visited, I don't even know how many local business owners. I had talked to them beforehand, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be doing it. So when I stopped, I would do a quick video and let them show whatever they had. So I did that throughout Douglas. And I might do it again this year. It was a lot of
That's really sweet.
got so much Christmas shopping done. I I got everyone done, and they got gifts from all these local places. It was really cool.
That's really neat. I remember that. That was very cool, and it was horrendous on that initial first Saturday. Yeah.
Well, and I don't think people realize, like, I don't have the dollar figure in front of me, but when you shop local, that money, it feeds into the local economy so much. It goes so much longer. No offense to the big box retailer, because, you know, we all got to shop where we got to shop sometimes. But, you know, when you do that, it really makes a lasting impression. So your dollar goes far.
A direct hit into that local economy. That money doesn't get spread thin, right? So you do feel it more. 100%.
Yeah.
It's interesting. One thing you mentioned, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here, and it might throw everybody off guard here. But you said
Here we go.
You said community over competition, and I think it's very important because you see that with the breweries around town. These all are very supportive of each other, and
absolutely.
I think over this past week, anybody who may have missed it online, there's like this beef, so to speak, between I know
no pun intended.
B and C Barbecue and Station 8, and I just think it's just very disappointing, I should say.
Listen, I don't think everyone wants to ever play in the same playground or the sandbox. Let's just be honest. But even when we were little, some people did not play in the sandbox with others, right? They just didn't. And I don't think we can force anybody. I've certainly learned as I reach out to different business owners, and you know what? All of you guys are out there at the local places. We see the same people. Like, I run into the same people supporting the coffee shops, the restaurants, the breweries, the boutiques all the time. And we're the people that are playing in the same sandbox. And you know what? Good for us. And the people who aren't, they're not going to. So they can take their toys and go somewhere else.
I like it. Yeah.
I love it.
A little analogy there. There you go. I know Carbon messaged me, us, all last week. He's like, should we talk about the situation? I'm like, let's just find a way to sprinkle it in. There you go.
I mean, I think people that support the community, I don't know, good karma breeds good karma.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure.
Amen.
I tell myself that all the time, by the way. Even when I have somebody that's not exactly pleasant, I'm like, just good karma, good Natasha, just hold true to that.
You're doing great. You always bring a good energy, and I love it. And I hope people support you in every way possible. Like, I've always had, I always come, whenever I have business meetings, I'm like, or a lunch meeting, I'm like, let's go and, hang out at the kitchen, because I just love being there. I love supporting you. And I'm hoping that other people see that too. So
thank you.
I just want to say, real quick, when you're eating good food and somebody has put their love and care into everything that they've done in the kitchen, it even tastes better in that regard, And so when you have this horrible mindset about, I got to beat this competition, I'm in the kitchen, I'm pounding away making something, it's not going to taste as good. So when you have a better attitude.
100% right. I have signs through my kitchen, happy people make good food. If you are not happy, you are giving off negative juju, and it's me and the Billy a lot. But I will ask you to leave the kitchen. Go shake it off, dance it off, do what you need to do. If you can't, you gotta leave, because your bad energy is going into my food and it's ruining it. And I firmly believe in that.
Yep, I do too. So
lead with positivity. You've been an awesome example. I've been a huge fan of everything you brought for a long time, man. It's always a joy. Always.
Yeah. Even though they opened in 2016, I've been a fan since 2010.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
So even before I
when it was just an inkling of an idea, Eddie was cheering it.
I was like, one day there's going to be a restaurant called The Kitchen, and I'm going to love that place. Natasha, real quick, since we have you here, I want to give you a chance to, pump yourself up. How can people support The Kitchen? I know there's multiple ways. There's the party room, gift cards,
we have a private dining room at the North Oliver location. It's nice, it's small, it's intimate. It seats about 32 people. Gift cards are always awesome. We will start cooking classes back up in January, so I know a lot of people will buy that as a gift. for someone to have, so you can buy a gift card for a cooking class or just someone to come eat. If you're hungry, come eat. And you know what? Even if you can't, even if you share our social media, I think part of the game is always staying on top of mind, right? So if you can share our post, that's great. That helps us.
Yeah, and you're helping people for holiday meals too. So if people want to go and buy stuff, you can go and do that. So.
Meals, which has always been, it's a lot of fun. We started doing that during COVID. And we do Thanksgiving turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, all of the stuff. And then I think we might do it again for Christmas this year. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but I have a little bit of an idea. I've got to price it out.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a great option because I know the holiday season's coming up. People are looking for, private parties, room rentals. So that's a nice little area, especially over in the Oliver location.
Yep.
I think one thing you didn't mention also is you've launched a $2 for $40 menu.
Yeah. So Tuesday nights dinner for two or Wednesday date night lunch. It's 3 courses for 2 people for $40. So it's a great deal. And I'm trying. It's hard sometimes. Again, sometimes people want to participate, sometimes don't. We're trying to do a chef special, so we're trying to give all the different cooks in the kitchen, if they want to, a week to kind of showcase whatever they want to do. So this week, one of my cooks, Ashala, she's making gumbo, chicken and sausage gumbo for tomorrow.
Ooh.
So good with this cold weather
gumbo
right now.
Perfect
timing. So we're just kind of figuring out what to do, and it's been really popular, which is great because Tuesday nights and Wednesday lunch used to be slower consistently with both locations. So this helps our business. It's helping our servers because it's dine-in only, and then it's also bringing in traffic. So maybe if you can't come on a regular day, this is a great deal for you to come.
All right.
I've got one question real quick.
Yes.
Since Cincinnati chili, are we doing that again this year?
Oh, you know what? I will put it on our schedule. I'm going to actually type it in because I'll forget it.
Hey.
I had Cincinnati chili for my first time a couple years ago. My best friend's wife is a huge fan. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I think it's good.
Never even heard of it until then, and it was great.
All right,
Carbon,
educate me. What is Cincinnati chili? I'm clueless.
Chili, it's a little bit more tomato-y based, and it's on spaghetti.
Okay.
So,
but a chili on top of it.
Yeah, it's
chili on top
It's
of
not
spaghetti
like a
noodles.
meat sauce. And it's on spaghetti noodles. Yeah.
Okay, I could deal with that better than on a cinnamon roll, I think. So I'm with it.
Exactly. Yes.
Wednesday combo. And I had never heard of it until I moved here. I'm from New Jersey. Like, we don't know what that is.
Us East Coast people, I'm with you.
And it's so interesting. The people that eat it, everyone eats it differently. Like, some people break the cinnamon roll up and make it croutons. Some people, like, literally dump the chili on the cinnamon roll with the cream cheese frosting. I'm like, oh, that is so...
Oh, that's rude.
Everyone, like, most people, it's side by side,
Yeah.
But hey, everyone does it different.
Or they don't do it at all.
People eat it.
Oh, boy.
Does it have beans in it? Does the chili have beans?
Cincinnati chili does not.
Does not.
Right? No, it does not. Now, our regular chili does.
Gotcha.
So are you a beans person in your chili, preferably at home, Natasha, or no beans?
Yeah, I like them.
Okay.
I personally don't call it chili if there's no beans in it. That's just me, though. That's just me.
Texas, right?
Louisiana, close enough.
Louisiana, okay.
Yeah.
The wannabe Texas.
That's right.
Shots fired.
Shreveport is the wannabe Texas. We won't get into that right now, though.
All right, Natasha, last question. We'll let you go.
Okay.
How many appearances, or actually a series of questions, how many appearances has it been on Guys Grocery Games for you? I looked it up. I want to make sure I did it right.
I've been on Guys Grocery Games 3 times. I won the first time.
2020?
Oh, no, the
Oh gosh, the
Yeah.
dates here. What's with the fact checking?
I've had it.
On his digging.
Yeah.
Second one was the second one. I came in second place, and that was the Thanksgiving one.
Mhm.
When lamb beat out turkey for Thanksgiving. And then the third one, I was the first one out. I was having too much fun. I didn't focus. And that was a Mother's Day one.
Any plans? Do you think your your reality TV career will be continuing on?
I don't know. I actually have I'm working on something.
Oh,
I love it.
I'd like to. It's not going to be guys. If it's Guys Grocery Games now, they'll just invite me. Like you don't apply for Guys Grocery Games. They have to find you and ask you to come back. So,
well, they've liked you so much. That says something.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was really fun. I think you also have to be a little crazy to go on there.
Makes for good content.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The thing you have in the works.
People that are crazy.
The thing you have in the works, is it cooking related, or is it something like Survivor, Love Island, The Bachelor?
Oh my gosh.
Anything that's not cooking related.
Okay.
Be
Love
trapped in a
Island.
room with people or any of that stuff.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, Natasha, we appreciate you having you on.
Thank you.
And coming on the show. Everybody, there's a reminder. You can find them at 725 East Douglas and 3622 North Oliver.
You bet.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good one, Natasha. Thank
See you,
you.
Natasha.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. What did everyone do this past week? You anywhere cool? I know, Carbon, I saw you on Thursday night.
Yes. So yeah, we Barrel Boys, baby. Man, that was oh wait, no, was that Thursday?
That's Wednesday or Thursday, whatever day it was.
Yeah.
It was last week. I do know that for sure. You got me all confused now.
I was like, wait a minute, what day was that? Yeah, that might have been Thursday.
It was Thursday. It was
Yes.
Thursday.
The Wichita by EB, the Barrel Boys barbecue, man, that was amazing. I gotta put a video up here sometime soon. But man, hadn't been. I had heard them just through some conversation that I had, but to say put on a showcase, man, that was nothing short of amazing. I think I had meat sweats for 3 days.
The best kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Wagyu brisket where he brought out the smoker and just like slapped it and it's like shaking. It was
When he cut
juicy.
it, and,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. The oxtails were amazing. Man, every last bit of it. And the Keeper's Heart whiskey they had the drinks going. It was an amazing night, for sure.
And a lot of the
Nice.
money, a lot of the tips went towards passageways.
Yes.
And the owner, Buddy King, he was good friends with the owner of Bomb Barbecue, Troy. The owner passed away. He was military, and his just way to give back was to donate a lot of the tips and funds back to Passageway. So kudos to Buddy and the team over at Barrel Boys. Also, this past week, I don't know if anybody saw the lines or the images or pictures online.
Oh my
Cousins
gosh.
Maine Lobster made their way to El
Heard about
Dorado,
that.
Wichita, Derby, and Hutch. Anybody,
Yeah.
anybody see the pictures or check them out in general?
I saw the
did,
lines.
I went on Saturday. Thankfully, on Thursday, I got the heads up from Fert, our good friend of the show, Fert the Foodie. He said to use the app to order in advance. So we did that. Me and my wife ended up getting it on Saturday afternoon. We pulled up and had our food within 10 minutes. We had a time slot of when we could pick up. But when we got ours, I ran into an old buddy of mine, and he said they'd been waiting in line. It was 4.5 hours at that point.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, sir.
There was a continuous line of 200 people almost all day Saturday at Lowe's.
Did they have an extra truck just to keep all the crab meat in or the
so
lobster in? Like
when I went on Wednesday in El Dorado, there was not a 2nd truck. I actually went back up on Sunday to Hutchinson. My in-laws basically wanted to go try them out, so we made the drive. You ordered online beforehand, and there was a 2nd truck that had like supplies that we saw someone running back and forth from.
wow.
Oh my goodness.
Interesting
What a
you mentioned
time.
Fert, Carbon. I want to tell a quick story.
Uh-oh.
He was not happy with me that I shared the images and the story on Cousins Maine Lobster.
Mhm.
His thinking was, if I share it, it's gonna get busier. Well, I was like, it's gonna get busy anyways. And I gave him a pro tip. I didn't tell anybody else beforehand, but I was like, hey, use the app, go online, order, and you get your food faster. And he's like, I'm not downloading an app from some out of town food truck. And I'm like, not even if it saves you 50 to 60 minutes, maybe even longer. He's like, nope.
Maybe 4.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, he came to his senses, downloaded the app at last minute, and luckily he got in still. But then the next day, online ordering was even more prolonged because then the word got out on that one.
Yeah. That being said, it was phenomenal. I enjoyed it for sure. It was a lot of people were talking about price, this and that. I'm like, hey, treat yourself if you can. If you can't, I understand. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was delicious. I would, as a treat for when it comes in town, would definitely do it again.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Does anybody make gingerbread houses during the holidays?
Occasionally we do it with the kids. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it, Troy?
I'm not a fan, really.
What a Scrooge.
Yeah, such a Scrooge. No, I don't know. They don't stay together very well. And once you get them all done and you have them there, they dry. They don't taste very good. So I end up eating mine.
Oh, you eat the houses after they're done?
Well, you should. I feel like you should be able to, but most people don't because it dries and gets kind of crusty and everything. But I don't know. Call me Scrooge. I'm not a huge fan.
I went to Gingerbread Village at Exploration Place, and I took my daughter and her friend, and I'm the same way as Troy. I despise arts and crafts. I hate it. It annoys me. We were putting the houses together, and I got together, and the kids started putting their candy on, and then the house is toppled. Then I'll get more frustrated. I'm trying to hold back profanity. There's kids around me, holiday music. I'm trying to be positive. I go ask for more stuff. Yes. Then, like, the graham crackers are breaking on me. I guess I put too much pressure on it. They give you instructions, so there's like pieces for the roof, pieces for the wall. I got those backwards, so the house isn't even shaped properly. I'm looking around. I didn't even notice it, so someone told me afterwards. And I'm looking around. Everybody has these perfect gingerbread houses, and I look at my kids, and it looked god awful. Mm-hmm. And my daughter's like, "Dad, do you think I have the best one here?" I look around and
absolutely,
I had to lie. I had to tell them. I was like, "Oh, it's the best one," but it was probably the worst one.
Oh no!
I take blame for that.
Okay, diverting. I do have a question because you mentioned while you're doing this the holiday music. Yeah. I needed to get the poll. What's everyone's? When do you start? I know some venues might have it on for certain things. When do you start holiday music? I can't go until after Thanksgiving, but I'm just curious.
I like the after Thanksgiving. Yes. Yeah.
We've already started playing in our house. It's already going on.
Right.
I love the song.
It makes me feel good. So good.
I get that.
Yeah.
I already know TKG's answer.
What's my answer?
Never.
I hate holiday music.
I don't seek it out. I mean, I like listen to it when I'm in the store or
well, you have to.
Yeah.
What, you gonna walk out of the store?
Earplugs.
I definitely do not have a holiday playlist or anything like that. But hey, Eddie, to answer your question about what we did this weekend, I did go to White Crow Cider, where No Regrets was celebrating their 1-year anniversary. And got no regrets, not even one little letter. And they had a Philly that I got that was amazing. I mean, I don't know how they're able to make such good food that's vegan, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean it tasted like a Philly. It was fantastic. So
yeah, I don't know how they do it.
Let's move on to upcoming events. As usual, Wednesday through Sunday is Wild Lights at the Sedgwick County Zoo. That's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. until December 22nd. Actually stopped by this past weekend. The weather was phenomenal. It was a great night, and the place was packed.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Thursday through Sunday is the 41st annual Wreath Festival at the Historical Museum. You can enjoy some holiday cheer, unless you're TKG. The music. It's a wonderful destination for holiday gift buying. There'll be handmade wreaths, decor items, baked goods, cards, books, all that fun stuff. And that's 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursday through Saturday. Also on Thursday, Occidental Management has their 3rd annual Merry and Bright Union Station lighting event and toy drive. It goes to benefit the Wichita Children's Home. You can get photos of Santa, carriage rides, hot cocoa and cookies, and musical performers. Annette, have you been before?
I haven't, but my husband, his work, they are like partners with it, and it's just such a big thing, and it looks like such a blast. I hope we get to go every year.
All right. On Friday, November 26th, Keith Sweat is at Century 2. Can someone name me? We'll go, not Carbon. You can't say it because you're a DJ. Does anybody know any Keith Sweat songs?
I've never
There's some
even
big
heard
ones.
of Keith Sweat.
I do
You've
not.
never heard of Keith Sweat?
I don't
Sorry.
think I have either. I'm oh.
Garvin's out.
I'm
Garvin's
Googling.
gone.
TKG. Have you heard?
I do not know one Keith Sweat song.
Is he a country singer?
No, R&B.
No.
So
R&B?
Nobody is probably one of his most popular songs. That's like the song it's like late at night. This is probably back the 90s.
This is Sunday night slow jams,
yeah,
baby.
Sunday night slow jams, or like you're at homecoming when you're like 16 or 17 back in the 90s, and the song comes up, and you're looking around like, I hope somebody will slow dance with me. And then you find that person.
Sweat.
Keith Sweat.
Twisted.
Yeah.
Man, I should know this from
Okay,
90,
I think
96.
I would know. I think I would know.
If you heard,
If I heard it, I
you
bet
know
I
it.
would know.
I would sing it if we weren't recording right now.
Same.
Copyright issues.
Yeah.
Copyright.
So yeah, Keith Sweat, Century 2 on Friday. Also, on Friday through Sunday, it's Christmas Castaways. It's a melodrama at Cowtown. And then on Saturday, it's the 49th annual Honeysuckle White Wichita Turkey Trot. That's a lot to say.
That's a lot. Yeah.
10 mile, 2 mile, and there's also a tiny turkey trot. It's a long-standing tradition of turkey trotters supporting the Kansas Food Bank.
You need more T's in that sentence.
The tater tot, ticky
The
trot.
tater tot, tiki.
Tiny turkey trot, yeah. All right, time to move on to the Trussell Truths, sponsored by Trussell Media. We need like your logo to like, come up on screen. Trussell Truths.
It will. Here it is.
Yeah. All right.
All right, so many people out there know that we have this stunning steel sculpture in the middle of our city here downtown. It's called the Keeper of the Plains. Does anybody know how tall it is?
No.
Not off the top of my head. No.
I am horrible with stuff like that.
Oh man,
5.
me too. So I had to look it up. It's 44 feet tall. 44 feet. So it is huge.
I feel like
Yeah,
it's
but
even
it,
bigger.
you know, just the statue or the steel structure, the steel sculpture itself is 44 feet tall, but it's on all those everything else that it sits
Okay,
on.
yeah, I guess so.
But you know, I'll bring it up because this time of year, the Ring of Fire comes out, and the weather is starting to get to where it's just beautiful to go see in the evenings. And so, if you've never made it out to the Keeper of the Plains for the Ring of Fire, you should go check it out. So, there you go.
Can anybody tell me how many meters that is? 44 feet is the equivalent of how many meters?
So there's 3 feet in a meter, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Close.
No idea.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So that would be what?
I
10?
don't
No,
do math.
that would be
11 meters. 11 to 12.
13 meters.
13.4 meters.
Yeah.
Okay,
I was going the
Garvin-
other way.
Garvin, you win. You got closest.
Yeah, you got close.
And
That's
you
the
didn't
only
go
guesser.
over, so.
You won.
Right.
It's like,
All right, real quick. I want to give a shout out. If you like the content, what we do, consider subscribing as a Patreon. Members will get early access of the Wichita Dinner Table, early access to dinner series tickets, and more. Visit patreon.com/Wichita by EB. All right, things going on in the community. First off, I don't know if you all saw it last week. Congrats to Chalk Chapel, who got the final rose on the Golden Bachelorette.
Very good.
Yep.
Representing.
Did anybody watch the finale?
I didn't watch any of it.
That's okay. It's like dating shows is not for everyone. I used to watch The Bachelor and Bachelorette years ago, and I stopped, and I was like, well, I'll tune in this season only because, there's a witch tin on there. So I caught the last 3 or 4 episodes. It's interesting. I will say it's like watching like your parents kiss. It's kind of awkward, you know. And like watching your grandparents kiss
I
also is
bet.
awkward. It's just
Yeah.
it was just I don't know. I was like, man. But
Yeah.
congrats to Chalk.
Yeah,
And
did you know that the very first Bachelor, the woman that was selected was a woman from East Kansas. She's from Chanute. I don't remember her name, but it's wild. Very, I mean, we don't have a lot of Kansans who make it that far in this thing, but congrats to her, even though they're
I
not
did
married.
not
But
know.
whatever. There you go. So
Yeah, that show used to be a guilty pleasure of mine as well. I used to watch it all the time. It was so good.
Was
And
it
then I
Seriously?
worked, yeah, seriously. And I worked with somebody one summer who actually ended up as a contestant, and she ended up being the one that got the final rose. And so that even made it even more thrilling to actually know somebody that was on there. So it was a lot of fun.
Amanda
very
Marsh.
cool. Thank you.
All right. Also going on in the community, Old Town Burrito. It's a new restaurant that's opened already at 251 North Washington.
Ooh.
According to their Facebook page, they say, get ready to enjoy the best tacos, burritos, wings, and more, all packed with authentic Mexican flavor. So be on the lookout for that one. I'll go check that out soon. Opening Saturday, November 23rd. It's the grand opening of Bricks and Minifigs at 3801 North Ridge Road. Here you can buy new and used Lego figures, shops, minifigures, all the things. Also opening recently is Cofellow Coffee Parlor at 150 North Main Street in Wichita. Their first location, the OG, is at 107 North Main Street in Goddard. And then,
Yes.
have you been there, Troy? I think
Yeah,
I
I
saw
hit up their soft opening on, I think it was Friday. Yeah, and they were open Saturday morning as well. But yeah, great little spot there. Fantastic coffee. My wife says it's the best coffee she's ever had in her life. But it's really good. I brought a bag. Bought a bag. We grind it up and drink it at home as well. Love the guys over there too. They're really good dudes. So
awesome. Last up, I want to bring up Kelly's Family Diner. They recently moved to 1825 South Broadway. One thing they're doing over Thanksgiving time, and they've done this for many years beforehand, is they give out turkey to those in need. So if you want to buy a turkey, frozen turkey, whatever, you can drop it off, and they'll make sure it gets in someone's hands that's very deserving. So shout to Kelly Wilson and the whole team over at Kelly's Family Diner. All right.
Very cool.
Love that.
Time for everybody's favorite moment, the weather. Brought to you by TKG.
Well, Eddie, you might want to keep those buns of yours inside because it's going to be a bit chilly.
Got this ready to go.
On Thursday and Friday, there's going to be lows of 26 and 29 degrees.
Ooh.
Thursday, the high is going to be 48. Now, there's not going to be as much wind as we had today. But tomorrow we will have winds of 13 miles per hour out of the northwest. And over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at slightly warmer temperatures, with Saturday being 56 and Sunday being 60. Not really much of a chance for rain, single-digit percentages, though looking ahead at the Gastro Team weather predictor, there is a 17% chance for rain next Tuesday and a 16% chance for rain on Wednesday. Looking across Gastroland, it was a windy one today in Lawrence where they had winds of 20 miles per hour. And looking clear across the Gastroverse out in Liberal, Kansas, the farmers had some opportunity to get into the fields as it's been sunny the last few days. Of course, during this time of year, Southwest Kansas will take as much precipitation, which is a fancy way of saying rain, as Mother Nature is willing to give. Back to you, Eddie.
Okay.
Bravo.
I think it's going to be a pretty chilly one in Gastroland the next couple of days.
It's going to be chilly.
Has the joke
weather prediction team?
Has the joke of the week been retired?
I've got one. I mean, I've got one.
Let's hear it.
What happens when it rains cats and dogs? What happens when it rains cats and dogs? So you have to be careful not to step in a poodle.
I mean, that's a pretty good one. I'll give you that one.
All right.
It was good. It was weather related.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was on brand. On brand.
Yeah.
On brand.
All right. Online shout outs. We got one for the night. Ballet Wichita. They want to mention that the 50th Nutcracker is performing at Century 2 Performing Arts and Convention Center December 13th to the 15th. There is a sneak peek, though, at Marion Bright at the lighting of the Union Station this Thursday on the 21st. So if you want to stop by and check out some ballet, make sure you stop by Union Station. All right. Question for y'all. Given that Cousin's Maine Lobster was here over the week and there's long lines, is there anything you would wait in line for 4 hours?
Anything I'd wait in line for 4 hours for? Going to a Packer game.
Really?
So I did. I can't think of anything offhand, but I did wait in line for over 4.5 hours when back in 1996, I believe it was. No, it was 1997 when Star Wars released their special edition movies, when they came out and they added all the extra animation and stuff. Yeah, I was the first in line. Even got interviewed by the news station that came out. It was awesome. And yeah,
That's
over
cool.
6 hours.
I have done the whole camping out for concert tickets. I was a early Black Friday guy before everything went digital. So there's a certain camaraderie about waiting in a line that I definitely appreciate that doesn't really exist these days. I don't know if there's anything right now that would spur me to do that, but I have always enjoyed kind of partaking in that kind of stuff. I might be a little bit sadistic, but it's kind of fun.
I'm the same way. I've done the Black Friday deal. I've gone to Target before it was like 5 or 6 p.m. and just waited all night for like televisions. This is like in the early 2000s.
Yeah. We would get done with Thanksgiving dinner and then go camp out at Best Buy.
And it was fun. Like you hang out with people around you. Everybody's drinking cocoa, and that was good times. The longest ever wait in line for tickets for. I mean, nowadays you buy everything online, but this was back in 1995. My first concert was Green Day. And, you wait in line at Dillon's for the select seat office to open up, and there's a line forming along the store line, and that was worth the wait because that concert was phenomenal. Nowadays, I don't know if I'd wait in line that long for anything.
I do for summer latchkey for my kid. I'll wait in line for that. So
it feels like 4 hours.
That's such a mom thing. Look at now. That's the only thing I do. Nothing else.
All right. What's good in Wichita? It's time for everyone to come with something heartwarming, something cool they've seen around town. I'll start. I want to give a shout out to Humankind Ministries. They've kicked off Operation Holidays for 2024. This is a chance for people to come in and get, coats, blankets, whatever they might need. They're also accepting donations now until mid-December. The biggest thing they do need are kids, blankets, and coats. So if you want to help out, reach out to Humankind Ministries and shout out to all the work they do in the community. TKG.
I want to give a shout out to Wichita Hearts for Healers, which is an organization that I had not heard of until this past Sunday. I went to the Wichita Flea Market and they had a little booth there, and they were asking people to write notes to folks that work in the healthcare fields, whether it's doctors, nurses, EMS, etc. And they do really cool things in the community. They will do chalk art thanking, nurses, for example, outside of a hospital. They'll send these different cards. I filled one out, send these different cards to healthcare workers. And I thought it was really neat. I'm not exactly sure what all they do beyond that, but it's just an organization trying to help build up those people that help us when we don't know what to do.
Awesome. Troy.
All right. I want to give a shout out to Phillips Fundamental Learning Center. They're a organization, and they have Rolf Literacy Academy kind of connected together. They work together. But the Phillips Fundamental Learning Center helps people figure out if their kid is dyslexic or has other learning differences. And with that, they have a place there where they teach other teachers how to teach kids with those learning differences, whether it be dyslexia or severe ADHD, that kind of thing. And we have a son that was dyslexic, and we didn't get help until later in his life. But without him being able to go to a school like that we have here in Wichita, he wouldn't be where he was today. So shout out to them. They're doing great work. They are, with their technology, they are teaching people outside of Wichita, even across the globe, on how to teach kids that have these different learning disabilities or learning differences, as we call them. So yeah, shout out to them. They're always taking donations too, as well, to span their reach. So if you want to look them up, it's Phillips Learning Center or Rolfe Literacy Academy right here in Wichita. So
awesome. Carbon.
Well, with Small Business Saturday coming out, I wanted to give a shout out to two groups that I've dealt with quite a bit. That is the Chamber of Commerce and also WIBA, the Wichita Independent Business Association. These are groups of people that really help shine a light on a lot of these new businesses. They support them. I just recently had D1 training, brand new gym that's opening up. They focus on doing training for student athletes all the way up to full age. But the Chamber of Commerce was there for the ribbon cutting, had a great presence. Dalton Glasscock came by. So it was just a great... the way they support people is absolutely amazing. I've been a member of WIBA for several years now. They show up for the ribbon cuttings. The team comes out. A lot of members that are also, it's just nice to see a lot of support amongst the community for other businesses. So the Chamber does a great job of doing that, helping take pictures, document those things, and WIBA as well. Both great organizations. So anyone out there that needs to up their networking game as far as being a business in the town of Wichita, it's always a really great group to interface with and have some opportunities. I got to hang out with them with the Wichita Business Expo. I saw Eddie talking up there. That was a great event. Just great people to get familiar with in the world of business in Wichita. They always show up. They always support, and you can make some great connections with them. So really appreciate what they do and the lights that they shine on a lot of the things going on in the community.
I hear WIBA throws a really big holiday party.
Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah,
I got to put together a highlight reel from last year's. It is insane. So it's in the Ruffin Building downtown. We have a Santa rappel in off the rooftop. We have indoor snow that's going on during the dance party. Like it is a vibe, and it's on a Thursday, so there's not as much competition with other things. So this will be my third or fourth year doing it. It is. Yeah, we go all in. It's a blast.
Fun. All right, Annette, take us home.
I just want to give a major shout out to this lady named Cassie. She's from Mulvane, and she's a social worker, and she sees a lot of kids in the foster care system. So she created this wish list, and she put it online, and I've helped share it as well, because she's helping get foster kids some stuff for Christmas. I mean, there are different things with different agencies that connect kids to gifts that they may need, but she wants to make sure that they get items that they want. And, to not knock anything that they put on those want lists, but, if they put a, request for just a simple thing, she's like, I want to give them a really nice item on this list, so she just wants to ensure. And so I put that list up. A lot of people have already gone and grab some of those items and stuff. But if you get a chance, look at my Facebook. The wish list is awesome. It's an Amazon wish list, so you can go and purchase, and it goes directly to where it needs to go to for the kids. So you don't have to do anything. It's just so simple other than just purchasing the item. So shout out to her. That's amazing.
What day did you post that on? Because I am on your page.
I put it up this past week, and the image it's a stock image of like an adult holding a child's hand. It's green, and it's like a square image with like a frame around it. Just kept it really generic. But I got to know her through the past several years because she also is a vendor at this craft fair I put together at my church. She just does really nice work. So I love that.
Cool.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I'm going to check that out. I'll get something because, I am a firm believer that all kids deserve things that they not so much just need, but they want, like all kids should have that moment. And that's very important. All right. Shout out Cassie. All right. Troy, TKG, Annette, Carbon, thanks for hopping on. Everyone else, thanks as well. You've all been excused from the dinner table.
Take care.